Assalamu alaikum, my family. Are you aware that everything that we teach in the Nation of Islam has its direct link from the mother plane? Were you aware of that? I mean, everything from botany, astrophysics, paranormal activity, engineering, anthropology, biology, robotic technology, and so forth. We cannot afford to let this become a fashion show or some kind of entertainment spot. This is serious business that we are partaking when we talk about the will, because you don't hear it in the media, but it's a sure enough fact. And so I have to say that all of us in the nation, in some aspects, we're proficient. This happens to be my proficient point. And so I'm going to bring it to you and leave it on your mind, because that's what I'm ordained to do. And we don't do this for likes. We don't do this to be appreciated, though it's nice to have it. We do this because it's a service for our people and the entire world, because you will be dealing with this. You will have to come to some kind of agreement with yourselves, you see, because this very thing that most of us are denying and running away from, the shock of the hour, would be a pitiful thing for the disbeliever. I'll just leave it at that. So let us get into some cases here. In the Nation of Islam, we are the creators. The Asiatic black people are the creators of the compass and square. And the minister gave the, if you will, the diameter of the compass, and how that when you swing that compass 180 degrees is the shape of the mother will. The minister explains it with unmistakable clarity. Listen well.
But if you take a compass and you put the point in the center and swing the point 180 degrees and then swing it again down and come back up 180 degrees, you have the exact look of the wheel.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Honey, where did that come from?
What the heck is that?
It's moving! Get your camera out! Record it!
Oh my gosh. Well, slow down. I gotta get my cameras out.
Turn it sideways.
Alright. I'm recording it.
Zoom in on it. What the heck is that thing?
What is it, hon? It's moving where?
Can you zoom in on it with your camera?
Okay, right there.
The two pieces are moving.
What the heck is that?
Honey, they just moved a second ago.
Oh, they're not moving now. Were they
Look,
aboard?
now it's moving.
Oh, now it's... Holy moly! Now it's a different shape. It's a half one and a square.
Honey, what on earth is that's tall? What is it? Honey, that is tall.
Oh, I don't... Yeah.
It's in the middle of the air.
No way.
Honey, what is it?
I don't know.
Be real with me. What is it?
Oh, it's not in the middle of the air. It's got a... You want to stop and see?
This video was captured by Mr. and Mrs. Jones, who reside in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They filmed this on Highway 175 on October 3rd, 2019. Now, as we can see, this is suspended, and these objects, as you get closer, you can see that. In fact, there are no wires, there's no signpost, anything connected to that. That is actually the wheels in formation. It's dynamic to see. And if you look very carefully, you get to see again what the minister said about the compass. What's interesting is that Mr. Jones said that he came back to try and film it again, and it was nowhere to be seen. Now, this is suspended. There are no poles or any strings or anything the like holding that. And if you look very carefully, that is absolutely a contrived signal there. So yes, take a look at this very, very, very carefully, and I'll leave the link in the description box so that you yourselves can go back and investigate. Case would be a very interesting case in the sense that it was a brother that saw and drew firsthand what he saw in triangular crafts that just appeared and started to circle around the city of Baltimore, Maryland. Now, he reported the case to the police. The police investigated and yet reported the case to the U.S. government. The U.S. government, in turn, after they did an assessment with him, they harassed the brother to the point wherein he was not able to really fully get the story out to the press as he would have liked to. Brothers and sisters, I present the case to you now in its entirety. Pay close attention.
Project Blue Book states that the eyewitness reported seeing approximately 15 to 20 V-shaped objects flying in circular formation. He remarked that they did not look like any conventional aircraft he knew of. They were black, very maneuverable, and capable of great speed. Being an art student, the witness sketched what he saw. He drew the shape of the unidentified objects as triangular. The witness contacted the Air Force to report the unusual sighting. Investigators arrived for an interview, and he presented his sketch. The distance of the objects makes it difficult to interpret, but at first glance, it appears to be birds. The eyewitness insisted they were not. Air Force investigators later determined that the objects were not detected by radar, nor were they seen by any pilots flying in the vicinity.
The brothers subsequently did see the crafts again. However, they created Project Blue Book, and he was never able to garner any press.
Marler's own investigation ends just as the Air Force's had in the 1940s, inconclusive and unsolved.